You still have.
At what point did...
And with that, I recognize Ms. Stansbury to defend
so
all the trans.
All the trans.
Point of order. Out of curiosity, is the chairwoman allowed to editorialize before every speaker on the Democratic side speaks, or is that part of her time, which we know that she went over?
It's not a point of order.
I hate it is a point of order.
Ms. Stansbury's time. I know you're trying to be chair of oversight, but Ms. Stansbury is the ranking member.
Chair would be better on this side. I do agree with...
Bloop. Bloop. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jem.
Very professional, very quick, very
long time since last episode.
Very long time no see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been so long.
It's been like we only had like one episode come out in April, I think. Sorry,
it's been a busy spring. We've been gone. You have been gone too,
chickens.
bitch. Like even before Ireland, you were like, I'm going to there and then I'm going here. I'm like, what's going on? Like every weekend you've been gone for like 2 months.
That's actually not true. Well, this past
then you were in New York.
Right, so that, yes, as of recent, yes. You were doing like Spain, Germany, or wherever the fuck you were, Amsterdam. Amsterdamus. I like your lips. They're looking plump.
Yeah, and then it goes away after you take 3 sips from a drink.
I know, that's the thing.
I can't keep up with this. Speaking of keeping up, you are starting your journey. Me. I taught you. We're going to get into Ireland, but in Ireland I taught you skincare.
Yeah,
so how's the skincare going?
I don't know. I have like a cheaper version than you, so I feel like I need to just save my money or like get it the real
save
stuff.
up and it lasts. It really does last.
I seem to use a dot, but yeah, I use this other thing.
And they randomly have like 15 or 20%, 5% off. I found out the other day, Dr. Dennis Gross, if you put something in your cart and then forget about it for an hour, they then send you a text message for 15% off.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, use this code. I'm like, what the fuck?
Do you know there's a lot of places that do that?
That's bullshit.
Well, on Etsy, I have it set up to where if somebody puts it in their cart and then goes away, it'll automatically email them and saying, hey, are you sure you don't want to get this?
Girl, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, girl, it's all
I'm tired
automated.
of paying full price.
I know.
I'm tired of having to pay for anything.
Oh,
I was thinking about it. I was like, I want a sugar daddy.
Well,
I want a sugar daddy.
Right. I want to be just like a millionaire.
I actually don't care. I will go on a date with them. I will lay there and let them do whatever they want to me. Almost anything. I feel like, Almost. I mean, I'm not. You know what I mean?
It's like
who cares?
As long as I'm getting paid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like as long as I have a little.
I want to go on a trip that I don't have to pay for.
I want a yacht.
I want to go on a yacht ride.
I want a jet.
It would be like,
I feel like we can
I have a conference in Vegas I got to go out to. Would you come with me as my date? And it's like, yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like we can manifest this, though.
We can. They're out there. My sister found one.
If you ever want to just fly us around the world, just let us know. 614-721-5336. Please. We need you. Please.
I'm not really sure I'm in that category of like an older man wanting me.
I know.
Because I look like the older man now.
So if I
would have to get like an 85-year-old.
No, I'm going for some young daddy chasers that have money.
Daddy chaser.
Like influencers.
There is that
They're the
phenomena.
rich ones.
Yeah, that does happen.
They make us so
There's
much
that like
money.
skinny guy who always asks dumb questions, like how hot? Rate my speedo. How hot am I?
This
I'm like,
guy. Yeah, you know how much money
he has like this older guy.
He's probably making $800,000 a year.
Probably.
This guy
He's on every
Brand
app.
Flakes or whatever. He's not cute. He's annoying as shit. He's from Philadelphia. He's a little diva bitch.
Is he the super short one?
Yes, and he's like kind of chubby.
It's like, I don't get
he's
it.
on track to do $1 million this year, and he doesn't. He just got 1 million followers, so it's like.
Okay. Now, before we get into our big trip, there are some things that we have to
get out of
clear
the way.
up from before.
Oh.
This I thought you would like. Why do I only remember dog names and not human names?
For you,
yes,
it's because you like dogs better than humans, and that's on God. Period.
Is that true for you though?
I don't remember anybody's name.
Not even dogs. I walk around my neighborhood and I literally am like,
Tank.
There's Frosty.
Yeah.
And I'm like telling Matt, I'm like, remember we met little Beaver? And he's like,
I have no clue.
No. He's like, I remember the dog, and then I'm like, the owners though, I just stare at them. So whenever I see them and I'm like, and there's Frosty's mommy. I literally don't know a fucking name. Right. And I normally keep a list. Like I have a list for all my neighbors on the street. I have a notes app for this because you have to. It's like, sometimes you remember the little kid, and then it's like you don't see them for 3 months, and you're like, I don't know.
Hey, George.
Coraline?
Shit,
there's someone who's like
notes?
Caroline, but it might be Coraline. I can't tell. Like, I don't remember. There's so many weird names on my street.
I mean, you do live
Cherokee.
You live in Grandview. I mean,
right. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's not just the weird spelling like in the South with the like IEGH.
Oh.
It's just like
Haley,
strange name.
Bailey.
Haley, Bailey, and Kaylee.
Kaylee.
Okay.
Okay. Well, no, I don't remember names at all. Actually, I'm the worst at it when it comes to names. I can't remember people, places, things, ideas. I don't even know the streets we were on in Dublin. Like,
That's true.
I just know landmarks.
Well,
like,
in your fucking defense, European streets are like
no offense.
impossible to identify. They're like, oh, the sign's up there on the corner of that building right there.
Yeah.
Can't you see that little plaque there? It's just a tiny little gold plaque. It's like, what the fuck?
I almost feel like they do.
It has to be eye level or just above eye level, and it has to be on the street, like on a pole. We want to see it on a pole.
And I really think a lot of times when we were like, where is that? They'll be like, oh, you go past Guinness, and then you go take a right on the street, and you'll see a red house.
They do that.
They do a lot of like,
which is kind of fun.
I kind of like it.
I kind of like want to try it, but
I know, like if I was to say, how do we get? Yeah.
What's do you have anything to wrap up?
Oh, let me just check.
Because I have one other thing, but I think I need to save it. This is so bad. The thing
I mean, I have something in here that's okay. Let's just. Do you have anything else you need to wrap up?
I have 4 or 5 things outside of Ireland, fully outside.
Okay.
So I can save them, or I can tell you a couple more.
You can do one more.
So recently, I come home from Ireland, and I get in the car with Matt to drive somewhere, and I have to move these things off his front seat to sit down. And I'm like, what are these? They're little signs.
Dildos.
And they're made with like, in like 3rd, 4th grade, you'd make a sign and you'd use like a paint stirring stick and then just tape some fucking paper to it.
Yep.
And you're using a Sharpie marker to spell out things and everything. One of the signs, and I thought he was joking, but he held it up while we were driving, says, state law, lights on when raining. And he holds it up to people as he passes them if they don't have their lights on when it's raining.
Wait.
I was like, oh, what's this? And then he's like, haha, I made those. So then I thought like he was just kidding and
It's
he
like
made
he's
them.
doing, like-
And then as we were driving and he's like,
wait,
and
this
I'm like,
is unhinged. This is like some liberal, like neo-Nazi craziness. Like this is
lights on when flashing. And actually though, he said he's done it like 3 times and they always turn them on. And one of the times the guy was like, thanks, like for the reminder. I told him he's going to get a road rager. He's going to shoot him.
Get shot.
I was like, you're going to get shot. You're going to get chased down.
Don't ever blink your lights at somebody whose lights are off because you're going to get shot. They're going to come after you.
Except I do it anyways because I love it. Because
I
like,
don't
you
care.
fucking idiot.
I'm like, good wreck.
I just love it when I'm like, fuck you.
Fuck you. I had a road rage incident.
What?
Oh my God, listen, bitch. I was driving to my haircut. First of all, this is right before Ireland. So I'm driving my haircut. It's taking forever. There's traffic everywhere. There's fucking shit going on. So I'm almost at the haircut place. And so there's 2 lanes, and the one right lane ends right where the haircut place is. So I just got to stay in that right lane and turn right in. Well, in the right lane, there was also a bus for Columbus, whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to sit here because it was like I was hoping it was going to keep moving. No, it wouldn't move.
What? Was there a stop there?
There was, but it wasn't moving.
But no one was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like someone got on.
So something happened where it was like broke down or somebody it wasn't moving. So I was like, okay, I need to get around this, then get back right into the right lane. So it was right by the turn.
Right.
So I'm looking behind me and I see that the person behind me is starting to turn a little bit.
Oh,
so then
they're already,
I was going because I'm like, I'm in front of you.
Let me go first. Don't be impatient.
I get a honk, like a hardcore honk. And then I get this bitch from, where are they from? Gehenna.
Oh God! I was like Somalia,
looking out the window like some church mom, and I go, fuck you!
I love it,
and I don't ever fucking do that. So then I go into the haircut lady and I go, sorry, I just had road rage. To go, yeah, we heard, because I could hear like the. Because then I honked at my horn. I was like, "Fuck you!"
Oh my
I was
God,
so angry.
I love it.
I was like to the point where
some
I was like,
stupid Gehenna church mom.
I was ready to fucking murder.
Well,
like I was like, "Don't fuck with me." I've been sitting in traffic for an hour to get my hair cut from across town.
Oh God,
it's so bad.
She does need to move that office.
She needs to come back to town.
Yeah, it's like honey, like that Gehenna.
Yeah, it's so.
I don't even know. I've never been to Gehenna.
Actually,
I'll tell
from
you that.
here, it's not far.
Oh, okay,
it's before Easton. I mean, it's like right by the airport.
Oh, it's before. Yeah. Oh,
right
that's
past
not
the airport.
Gehenna. I think Gehenna's outside 270.
Well, yeah. So you have to go.
Oh, okay. Because Easton's inside 270.
Yeah. So you go right. So where she's at, it's on the. It's on the loop, but it's on the
right outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not far from here now.
The beginning of Gehenna, not like downtown Gehenna.
But with traffic, It
I'm
could
telling
be.
you, but it
because
was
everyone's
crazy to
at
me.
4 p.m. on Friday. Everyone's going out that way.
And
it's
how
fucked.
unhinged I was on that one moment. Of
And you can
like,
tell. Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck you," and I was like, "Oh my!"
It's like, would I scream this at someone in person?
no, I'd be
Right.
like,
It's 'cause I'm in my car.
Sorry, my fault.
Exactly. Literally.
I hate it. That's why I fucking.
That's why I tell Matt, I'm like, he'll like yell at old people, like, cross the, come on, grandma.
Does he have a sign for that? Come on, grandma.
Don't encourage.
I cannot.
He has another sign. I forget what it says, but he has multiple signs. So don't even start. Okay. I'm already at wit's end with it. I'm like, oh my God.
We need to get some.
I'm like, and I was riding in the car. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I'm trying to hide. I'm like, because it's too much for me. It's too old.
It's unhinged. It's
old.
Yeah, it is kind of like, but it's like also like,
But funny.
It gives me like a handicap situation too. Like, you don't want to like
Now I have
point personal privilege.
Yes, where you're like, putting personal privilege.
yeah, like
But do you know what? I have a confession. I've wanted an electronic version of that for so long.
like on your car.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
On the side and the back where I can type a message real quick, like,
get the fuck off me.
right. Like just to say something.
Huh.
And you could put like a smiley emoji and be like, lights on, smiley emoji. So you're not like seeming rude. I've always wanted a sign maker. And you could be like,
That could be like an app on your phone that will automatically go to your car. Like you could we could
don't worry, I won't tell, left tail light out. Something where you're
I
just trying to
like
help
it.
people,
I
but
like
it's like
it.
subtle, but you don't have to. Yeah.
Or you could just be like,
Hi, gay.
That would be hilarious. Right. Like I
Now,
would like to do that. Like,
have you
hi,
ever
gay.
heard Trixie Mattel and Katya talk about this, but have you ever because it's so fucking true. Every time I see a gay people on the street, I want to go fags.
Oh, I do too. No, I do.
And I think it's like a gay thing.
I think it in my head where I'm like, faggot.
yeah, like there's the faggots, and it's like,
I thought
is that
that
my
yesterday.
trauma or what? Is
Literally on the
that?
way to the gym, I saw a guy walking, like prancing down the sidewalk, and I was just like, faggot.
Yeah, like it's like we call each other like I'm like you faggot. It's like,
But it's so funny.
But I saw you last
when
night at the
someone
bar.
else says it to me, I can tell instantly if it's an evil or a nice, funny way.
yeah, the only way
You can tell when someone's being mean,
you can.
even just in how they say it. And I would argue you can hear it the exact same way. Like a straight person would be like, sounds the exact same, and it does. But we know which one is which.
We know. There's a bunch of faggots.
I can instantly look at the person's face and just see right away. I'm like, ding, okay.
Ding, you like faggots, don't you?
Yeah, you're a
faggot
little
yourself.
faggot liker.
Look who's talking, fag. That's why I said they would yell back.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay. So,
there's one other couple touch base.
Okay,
and then we got to talk about Ireland because there's so
I
many
got
good
stuff
things.
from Ireland that's not necessarily Ireland.
Okay, tell
but
us.
things that
Tell
happen.
us.
No, give me
I
another
want to
one.
hear it because I'm ready.
No, give me another one.
I already have. Well, they're connected, so there's two. So let's hear one from you.
Well, I was just gonna say, on the way to New York, I was flying in the plane, and I was, of course, sitting in first class because I'm a fucking bougie bitch now. Points.
Skincare.
And I wrote, public PDA on a plane is so
Oh.
cringe. Stop putting your hand on your girlfriend's thigh like up her skirt, you nasty.
What the fuck?
So he was sitting there. So first of all, she peed on this flight, I want to say 4 times. And it's an hour flight. And I'm like, why is she getting up again?
Oh my god.
But she would come back and he would like slide his hand like right in between her, like, and she was wearing like a jean skirt. And I was like,
Ew.
first of all, I don't know what the fuck is happening. But like, you're on an hour flight.
Your girlfriend with IBS is like getting finger banged.
Can you not?
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense.
And then they're like kissing when we landed and shit.
No,
I'm like,
no. Oh, so maybe it's like a stripper, or like he got an escort.
they were younger too. They were like
Yeah.
kind of younger, and I was like, I felt like they were sort of like rich kids, like nepo babies or whatever.
Yeah,
what do you call it?
probably.
Like
So they think they can do anything
Yeah.
anywhere. It's like we couldn't take Daddy's jet, so we had to ride first.
first class, and they were like, but it was so. I was sitting there going, this is so fucking weird and
It's
awkward.
cringe. It's
like, why
it's
are
like,
you
why
doing
we,
that? What are you trying to prove?
First of all, if you can't not do PDA in general, you know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I think it's fucking
It's like
bizarre.
unless you're in a gay bar and it's after midnight
unless I'm
dark,
stroking my cock in a back dark room,
which I
don't
do all
wanna-
the time.
Right,
But I'm
I
talking
don't-
true public, like
Yeah.
on the sidewalk and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not kissing and making out with anyone.
No.
I might do a peck if the other person asks me to, but I'm not going to be like what the
like
fuck?
acting like
And
you're never
rubbing
gonna
my-
see each other. Like yeah.
Like I will see them literally in a couple hours
It was the
from
hand.
now.
It was like it was kind of hot in the plane too, and it was like the hand going in between the
It's like
in the
it's-
crevice.
you know it's nasty.
And I'm like, oh my
It's
god, are they
nasty.
fingering each? Like, is he gonna finger her on this fucking flight? And I'm sitting there going, this is horrifying. I'm trying to just enjoy my fucking double
Right.
tonic and gin and tonic,
right.
so I can sit in traffic for
Good
2
job,
fucking
smart.
hours in New York to go across town.
We got to get into that.
We do. So I landed in New York, and I decided. So I had a free flight to New York. Great. And then I was like, well, I have to get from LaGuardia to Newark, New Jersey. Which, by the way, have you been reading that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now I know why those air traffic controllers took like trauma days.
Yeah, because
they were like, we need trauma. They took time off for trauma.
Well, because they didn't know where the airplanes were for a fucking 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that's
and
a long
planes
time.
are like, well, what do we do? They're like, use your
stay. Yeah, it's crazy. So you got
to get to Newark because you were flying out of Newark to go to Dublin,
and you were already there.
I was waiting at Newark in the lounge
because you had an earlier flight than me, but like, yeah, you did it right. But whatever, I had like a situation, so I had to do it. And so it took me 2 goddamn fucking hours to go. I think it was like 14 total miles. Something
and
like
we were only ever going to have like 30 minutes of overlap in the lounge, and I was so excited. I was like, we can get a couple drinks and chat. And then I'm like, where is he? I keep following your location. I'm like, it's not moving.
Listen,
it's not moving. It looks this close on the map. It's like, okay, you just
I was
go.
so frustrated. Like, I was actually kind of getting sick because it was like,
yeah, where you're moving. Yeah, stop and go.
Also, there were Mexicans in the street on the highway. This was on the highway.
It's like actual highway where you could theoretically
treats.
go 65 miles per hour.
Selling Reese's Pieces, and I feel like it was cotton candy or something like that, like bananas. And I'm like,
they're like
what?
making cotton candy in between the lanes.
I'm
like,
telling you, I saw 2 of them, like one
the
here
fuck?
and then one on the bridge. I'm like, what is happening here? I guess times are tough. The tariffs are in, but
oh fuck.
I
can't imagine. Like, Daddy's got to go to work. He'll be on the highway. I-70. He's by the Hilliard exit.
It literally
like,
was
what?
like that. He's like walking through like peanuts, Cracker Jacks. I'm like, this is New York. This is so fucking New York.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So anyway, that was my story to get to fucking Newark.
Just to get there.
And then I was delayed getting to Ireland. I don't know what happened. What happened with that?
Meanwhile, I'm like sleeping in the hotel room. I'm like, wow, I wonder if he's here yet. And then I wake up thinking I'm late, and like, you've been here. And then I text you, and you're like about to get to the hotel. I'm like,
yeah,
what? You should have been here 2 hours ago.
Yeah, they did book it though. I think that's kind of ironic and funny. Like, I know they were trying to save money when they go slower, but it's really amazing when they can actually go. Like, probably they're going 60% of the max that they can go, and they make it in.
When these airplanes speed up, I'm instantly pissed. I'm like, oh,
so we could get there 2 hours faster.
We could all save a whole bunch of time, but you know what it is? They just want to make more money. They don't want to burn as much fuel, so they don't have to pay as much. So
I would pay for you to go fast.
Well, honestly, if there was a speed booster or certain flights that are quicker.
Yeah, I would absolutely do it.
Ready.
Go. Let's go. Boost it, bitch.
Let's go.
Let's make it in 4 hours, not 6.
It's kind of
they can kind of do it. And that's how they keep on schedule. A lot of times they're like, we're delayed. But then
you
you
can
end
tell,
up sort of like catching it back up really quickly because you're like, we'll make up time in the air.
Well, because they also have the pressure of making connections. So they're like, we've got to make these people's connections.
That's what I said on
that Southwest bullshit. Remember? It was like ding, 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 ding.
So on my flight, I was like, they have to get this plane to Ireland because there's people in Ireland waiting to come back to the United States. Like, they're going to have to get there. This is going to go tonight. Like, whether it's 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So then I love it, though, when you get on the plane, too. And now I'm not bitching that I'm in first class, but I was sitting in first class in a weird seat with some guy next to me who would not stop fucking moving around. And it's 1:30 in the morning, and they're like, we're going to have dinner. And I'm like, dinner? Fucking dinner? It's 1:30.
Well, and the way your seats were set up, like,
I can't.
Even if you were like, I'm going to turn my light out and fucking like try to sleep and lay flat, his light's going to be on. You hear cling, clang, cling, clang.
His TV was so bright that I had to put on the blinders.
Did they give you some?
Yeah,
okay, good. I was like, they're supposed to give you some eye mask.
It was in the kit.
Some eye mask.
Yeah. So I was like, and he kept doing lotion on his hands, and he would just keep going. And I'm like, dude, and he's like, he just couldn't stop. He was one of those people that like, the minute he would get still, he would like sit himself up. Like, it was like, I think he had a disease or something, which is fine. Like, I'm not making fun of him, but it was really tough for me.
Well, it's inappropriate for you to have to deal with it. Let him have his ticks in the other area.
Here's the other thing. He moved their seats on purpose because him and his wife wanted to both have aisle seats. So his wife's in the aisle on the other side of him, sleeping. He's on the aisle next to me, and I'm on the window seat.
What the fuck?
I fucking know. And then the pilots, because we had to have 3 pilots because of the delay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Their little resting seat was next to her. I'm like, this makes no sense.
You could have jerked off a pilot.
And the one was like a nerdy.
Turn over, and you're like.
One was nerdy, and I was like, maybe he'll wake up with a boner. Because I actually...
We're like, we don't like PDA, but we jerk off a pilot.
I had a female crew. I had 2 females.
Oh.
And a male pilot.
That's kind of shocking.
It was actually hot. She was fucking hot.
They usually are.
She was like a badass bitch. She's like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so
here we go.
Anyway, so you're in Ireland. I get there. I've had no sleep. You've been sleeping like a babe.
It's classic. I'm like, I just got 3 hours,
which
3.5 hours, which was so nice.
I think that was the difference between me
that
and
was
you.
the boost on that day.
That was the difference between me and you.
Because you started having a seizure when we were at the George.
But I like was doing really well.
You did.
I did really incredible this trip.
Dude,
Yeah,
we walked all over the
know.
fucking place. Went to the Book of Kells for motherfucking sake.
Right.
Like, remember,
we literally
went to a college, did a tourist attraction.
I dropped off my bag
Walked
and literally
all over
left.
Temple Bar. Oh my God, we did so much.
From 2 o'clock to 6.
Went to like multiple bars.
I was like, we got to just keep going. Went to the George. We were with the gays.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
We met David. Was that his name?
I feel like that's right.
David?
Lee?
No, it's not Lee. David, where he let us know that 80% of the cocks are uncut.
Yeah, so we're sitting at this gay bar, and this older gay is giving us advice and is like, hey, yeah. And the good news is, I can't even do the accent anymore, by the way.
Oh. Well, you can't do
80%.
80% of them are.
80% of the cocks are uncut. It's like, I looked at him, I was like, oh.
He's like, what? You don't like uncut?
I said, good for some.
We actually got
I said,
uncut
good
shamed.
for some.
We did.
This fucking little twink was telling me, I bet you're uncut.
Or bet you're
cut. Yeah.
We were like,
or not uncut. I forget how he phrased it, but basically cut shamed.
We got cut shamed.
I was cut shamed.
We were cut shamed. We were called Americans. It was embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
I know, it's like
the whole time I'm like, yeah, we're from America,
They're like,
where they're
okay?
like disappearing people off the streets and deporting citizens.
They look at us like really concerned.
Everyone was like, are you okay? Like everyone was really worried. Like literally.
Legitimately worried.
When I was alone on that last day, like everyone I met at the souvenir store, they're all like, how is it? How is it?
Yeah, it was always a how is it? Like,
are you okay?
What's really
it's
going
like
on?
We're like, no, it is as bad as
like
what you're
blink
reading.
if you need help. Is what they're
Yeah,
it's
they're
almost
like-
like we were like they were like really
And then they
worried,
tell us like there are already Americans applying for asylum there.
which I want to do, but they're not letting people in because of the other crisis that they have going on, which is not a crisis, but they just got to get some control. Just like everybody, you know what I mean? Like
Migration.
I really believe in if you're gonna like it needs to be done right. Okay, so if you're and I get it if you're seeking asylum, but
If you're white, you're allowed in.
no, but if you're seeking asylum from a country,
Although that's what's happening here because we're taking South African white people.
oh, because that's racist.
Trump's letting them in. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, so we don't have room for people and we can't have these people come in and you're deporting. Okay, but then you're going to let in the white people from South Africa.
and such as.
Make it make sense.
None of
it doesn't make sense.
None of it makes sense. It's racist in South Africa.
Yeah, like fuck off. Who cares?
I'm like, okay, so you're dealing
Once again, like, what does that have to do with us? Well, everything.
Everything.
But really, but from their mindset, you know, their opinion is America first. We don't need to worry about other places, and it's not our job to police the world and all this
If
and that.
you wanna do-
and then now it's like, okay, but then you want to.
America first, but
It's
yet,
white
if
supremacy.
we're not policing the world, we're not keeping control of our place in the world.
Yeah, we're
Does that
losing
make
it.
sense? Like,
yeah, we've lost
I
our
don't
place in the
necessarily
world.
want it to be. I don't want to be like. I want to be the good guy. You know what I mean? I want to be like, oh, we're the good Captain America, like Captain Planet. We're gonna save the world. We've turned into fucking like the worst people in the world. It's terrible. And you're laughing at me because I probably have my edible just hit. And
I looked at the time. I was like, yes.
And I'm drinking this weed drink. So here we go.
So I had a revelation about you
Oh God.
and a habit you have.
Oh no. Shaking my leg. Worse. Oh. Okay. We have to talk about this.
Fucking eyelid plucking, bitch.
Listen, here's the thing. I don't think it's that weird. Now the question is for everyone. Is when you have something in your eye, I'm gonna do it. I just like pull it.
He pulls by the eyelashes.
and like
by the eyelashes.
And like I just pull it and kind of like move it because I usually have eyelashes.
Lifts it all the way off the whole ball.
Yeah.
The whole ball. And he's like, oh, it's like,
I
what the fuck?
yeah. I mean, I can tell that when there's an eyelash, I have to grab the whole thing and pull the eyelash up and out.
When it's hitting. What about when there's something in your eye though? Don't you have to like touch your eyeball to get it out still?
Yeah, but it's mostly with the eyelashes, but
it's my eyelash thing, and I'm like, oh my god,
it's really interesting because you were calling me out. I'm like, I didn't even realize
I was
it was a thing.
panicking.
You're like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I just had to fix my eye. Like it just felt like there's something.
Well, you
in my
have
eye.
good lashes though, still, so that's
I
a good
do
thing.
have
so
good lashes, and
I'm
they're
not going to
long.
criticize that.
The problem is that they're long, so they get stuck. So
There's
that's
nothing
why
worse than when you're like,
I have to go.
Now,
like,
do you want to know a horror of mine, which has happened like twice now in my life? And you know how when you put your contact in, sometimes it hurts a little, or it's like dry, and you're like,
Yes.
And I'm like, do I need a new one? Is this one torn?
Yes, I did
like,
that yesterday.
what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
So, but that happens all the time. Well, recently, I thought it was just something with the contact. I changed the contact out. There's a fucking hair in my eyeball, an eyelash,
That you were just...
That I didn't even know about. I just thought it was the contact problem. And it took a while, too. I was like, I don't know. This contact's not that great either.
So it was like getting
And then I go in the mirror, I'm like, oh, my... Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It was horrifying. I was like, what the I'm so sick of eyeballs.
Yeah, they're
annoying.
They're great to see, but...
And they're so fragile.
Oh, wow.
You have to like protect them from the sunlight. You have to do like all this stuff that's like they're very like
as I have a light right in my
your vision's
eyes.
easy to damage.
It is. It's very
and
easy.
You can't get it back. It's
I'm
like,
not gonna lie to you. As I get older too, I mean, it's getting bad to a point. I'm like,
it's the
on the computer. I cannot see on the computer now little words. I can't see it.
Oh yeah, you're getting to the age when Matt needed reading glasses.
Readers,
yeah, you just need which thankfully are cheap.
I know.
That's the good thing is like you can get like 5 pairs.
Well,
from
I'm
CVS
nearsighted, so I can't see far.
Okay, yeah, I'm nearsighted
now
too. But
I can't
it's
see.
Beginning. Oh, weird.
Now I'm like having trouble with like.
Well, you're
small...
not that nearsighted, I don't think, because I was told I'm so nearsighted that even when that starts to happen, when I won't need readers. They're like, you shouldn't ever need readers.
Because you're gonna have such a strong...
Because I have to read here without my glasses, and so then they're like, yeah, you'll just have to put the book here and read it.
See, this is where I think I had a reading problem, like growing up in school too. Like I feel
a lot of kids have reading problems.
It's like I can't see those goddamn words; they're too small. Like even in general, like I can't. My brain will not allow my
small print doesn't go well.
It doesn't go well for me because then I want to skip and I just want to like.
That's
it's not weird.
That is weird.
That's a weird revelation.
Do you know what the weird problem, probably autism, that I find?
Yeah.
Is when I see small text, I have to read it and I zoom in instantly. I'm like, this is because when you're reading a
like
book,
directions,
when you're reading a book and there's a little number by the end of the sentence and then you go down and it's a reference.
You read that,
or it also gives you more info. That's why I read it. More info. I have a more info problem.
You have an info problem.
So then I like read that and see the number. I'm like, oh my god. And it's like, here's how we determined this. We looked into this research. Blah, 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 and I'm like, oh wow. So
I mean,
also autism. I have to bring up because something.
Oh god.
Well, 2 things, but. Something in Ireland we noticed.
Oh no.
Because a lot of the bars and a lot of the really restaurants, anywhere you go, is decorated like, you know, your friend's mom's house.
Yes.
And same like my grandma's, like I saw so many things. I was texting my family like, wow, you can tell grandma's Irish.
Right.
Because there's just knickknacks all over the
Little
walls. There's
things.
shelves
There's
with little statues and like fucking, well, one place we went had pocket watches everywhere. And I remembered I was obsessed with pocket watches. I had like 3 or 4 pocket watches.
Oh my god.
And I asked for them for Christmas. Like one year that was my big Christmas present. I was like, I want a pocket watch.
That's how we knew you were gay.
Well,
I want a
multiple
fucking
things.
pocket watch.
Probably
and
it's
makeup.
Like it's like add it all up. It's all connected.
Great. Now he wants a fucking pocket watch.
Did you notice them in Ireland though? Didn't we talk about the pocket watches?
I feel like we didn't. I feel like it might have been
did.
something we might have. I might have been blacked out. I mean, let's get honest. First of all,
yeah,
the men there are so fucking hot. Like I don't think anybody really understands.
Yeah, that was bad.
And it wasn't just because they were ginger. It's like they just are hot. It's their attitude. It's the way that they fucking walk and talk.
And they're fucking fit.
They're all fit.
They're all fit. I'm not saying they're all like
not like
skinny, like
muscles.
low body fat.
No,
but
they're like
they're strong as fuck.
They're like they all came from the farm.
You can tell they work out. Like they must maybe just in their natural life. I think
they do because they're work're. They're
they
farmers.
are. Yeah, that's true.
So they all grew up like. Well, unless you grew up in Dublin.
Like, except most of the population's in the cities. They're all farmers and they grow cheese.
They grow it up.
Speaking of cheese, the butter there, the dairy there, the dairy and meat. It's like...
I had a burger that I thought was the best thing I've ever had in my life.
Right. And that was just in a little pub on like a Monday afternoon, by the way. We need to talk about the days there that don't make sense because every city is fully alive and active on every day.
We went Monday.
We were out till 2:30 or 3 on a Monday in Galway, which is not the biggest city we learned. It's what is it, like Dublin, Belfast, something like
it's Dublin,
Cork,
Belfast,
then
Cork, Galway.
Yeah, it's like number 4. Okay,
yeah,
so
it's like it would be equivalent to like
not even Columbus. It's small.
No, it's smaller. It would be like Dayton, but
like even smaller, maybe.
I mean, maybe, but it had tons of shit.
Yes, that's the thing is they have a lot of shit. They have a lot of shots,
tons of bars,
a lot of bars, a lot of little pubs, which is nice. It's
very cute.
It's easy to bop.
Not from our hotel, but once you're down there.
But even like Wednesday in Dublin was so insane. That drag show was 2 hours and like professionally choreographed. It was a packed bar. It was 3 levels plus an outdoor area.
I forgot about that Wednesday.
Yeah, that was a Wednesday night.
That's when we got shamed.
That's when we got cut shamed. That's also when I was, a 20-year-old was there, and he was flirty with me, but then he was acting like he was straight.
Yeah.
But he clearly wasn't straight.
Right.
And we're not, now looking back, we're not sure if he was like a prostitute, a drug druggy.
We just couldn't decide
or
what was really
like
happening.
or just young and dumb.
They
and
wanted
drunk,
to come
young,
back
dumb,
to our
and drunk.
hotel.
Yeah.
And the problem with Ireland is we think everybody at a pub is at least 21.
They're not.
and they're not.
This kid was 20.
He was got to be like, yeah.
He was 20. Yeah. He was 20.
So we were like, and so
I wrote it down because I was like, oh, this is a 20-year-old.
Because I looked at,
this is a 20-year-old. But can I tell you the most horrifying part of this?
Yeah.
The 20-year-old's dad is younger than me. The 20-year-old's actual genetic father, biological father, is younger than me. And I'm sitting there pretending like I'm flirting with him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you want that later? Yeah, blah, blah, like
you
stupid
want daddy
shit.
now?
And
Want
it's
granddaddy?
And then I'm like, wait, how old are you? He's like, 20. I'm like, how old's your dad?
Oh, God.
36.
I can't.
I looked at this kid. I'm like, and we're drinking together, blacking out on a Wednesday. It's 1 a.m. What the fuck is going on? I am so old. Why am I here? I'm like, his dad's probably at home in bed.
Yeah.
And he's younger than me.
They're probably friends more than anything, though. That's what's weird. Like,
Right.
kids, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
So I wrote on here, God is fresh, and fresh is a 20-year-old lad with short shorts on. So that kind of is, I mean, I don't even know what this is supposed to be.
Bleeding shit after.
Jim likes Sonata's head at straight guys, likes to nod his head at straight guys because
Yes.
he thinks that
They think he's straight.
Straight, yeah.
I literally do, and I think it works.
because you're like, sup.
Sometimes they'll tell me things, and then I'm like,
You get so broy.
What?
You go so broy so quick, though, because you'll be walking in and you're like, what's up? And I'm like, what the fuck? You were just literally
oh, yeah, I
bitching-
did that to that guy to, like, get his attention, because I was like, watch this. That kid, well, that guy was, like, obsessed. He kept looking over, so it was easy.
Very.
But remember, I walked by, and then he was like,
It's,
you all laughed. You and the 20-year-old and his girlfriend.
oh, God, that guy, oh, my God. That
Yeah.
was so funny.
Because I was like, watch this. I'm going to go get another drink. I'm like,
Yeah, we were like, bumping.
I just looked at him at the corner of my eye, and it worked.
It did. It did. It did. Yeah. I'm still tired from the trip, to be honest. I haven't stopped.
I haven't either.
Because I got home on Sunday and then
No, you got home Monday.
and
you've
then
had crazier
Tuesday,
week. You've
Wednesday,
had a
Thursday,
crazier.
Friday.
Yeah, I got home Saturday afternoon. You got home Monday. I was like, how is he doing 3 more days? I told Matt,
I
I was
went to
like,
Charlie XCX
I said,
till
Matt,
4 a.m..
I could not do 3.5 more days of
Oh,
this.
and I stayed up till at least 2 a.m. every night in New York City. So I don't know how I did
with the
it.
time change even.
Yes, I don't know what's
Because
going
you know what that
on.
means? It means you were up to like 7
know.
a.m.
Yes, I know. Yep.
Your body was like, it's 7 a.m.
Something happened where it switched back real quick.
I
think 'cause
switched
we
back pretty quick too.
I think 'cause
Actually,
we stayed up late. So it was like really kind of. It'd be like if we were going to bed earlier here, but like, yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah,
I have
so the head bob for you.
the head Baba go.
Bleeding shit after plane ride due to hydration.
Bobby's having blood through his anus.
Oh my god.
Bobby
these are so
said this
bad.
phrase. I think my vocal cord had a seizure. You're talking and then you're like, and then we were gonna.
I think it did do like a little.
I was like, what?
Listen, at points I was really high. At points I was really drunk. I don't know
At
which was
times we
which.
were both.
At times we were both. and
Because
I-
the day we were driving to the fucking cliffs of Moher, which by the way I drove on the left side of the road.
Oh god, that was so scary.
And so I'm sitting on the right side of the car. Bobby's here.
next to a goddamn fucking brick,
brick wall.
that's literally on the road.
And there's buses coming at you the other way. And these
Yep.
roads are not made for buses. They are the width of a small
They're
car.
made for a fucking horse.
Like a little tiny Yaris thing, a little tiny, I don't even know
like
what.
a horse.
A Bolt.
A little
Chevy
horse
Bolt.
and buggy.
A horse and buggy.
That's it. Only one
it
way.
would take so long by horse and buggy to
I
get up
can't.
those fucking.
Oh,
like,
I can't.
like thinking about that.
I
was like,
mean, the
before
and then
cars.
the speed limit was like
50.
high. Yeah, and you're like,
50 miles per hour. And I'm flying around and Bobby's like, oh God!
I was so scared.
Oh, I'm gonna die if I hit the wall.
I was scared.
That bus, it looks like it's gonna hit us. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I was
And
like,
I was
what do you
like-
think I'm feeling? But you were so hungover that day, you didn't realize.
It was really bad.
It was
Because we stayed out in Galway on Monday
2:30
night till
2:30. And then we're like, we got to get up by 10 to go. It's like, that means we got 6 hours max.
Oh, God, it was so tiring. But it was
Yeah,
so fun.
but it was so good.
It's great country. Great country.
It
to
wasn't
go
tiring
to.
the whole time though. Like
No.
Dublin didn't feel like
Dublin
it. We
was
like
great.
slept in.
I love Dublin.
I know,
love like
Dublin is.
It's just the people, the places, the things,
These
the ideas.
men, these
the
men,
the
these
visiting men, the regular
and the
men.
fact that the men wear tight pants all the time.
The European look, little
They've got
lads.
their cocks visible and they don't give a fuck. I mean, did you remember that?
I absolutely remember, and I also remember.
Do you remember?
Do you remember when I would get like so like turned on when somebody would be like, "What are you lads having?" I'd be like,
Oh,
I'm a lad. I wanted to be a lad so bad.
good lad.
Good lad.
Good lad.
Oh, tell me good lad as I'm...
When I went to the sauna gym place at our Cork Hotel, and I'm like going around, and that's when I heard that phrase a lot, because there's all these ripped.
Yeah, what was that?
Ripped.
Like they were like a team.
Irish guys wearing tight little shorts. No, these were actual Irish people. That team was American.
Okay.
These were Irish lads, and I kept going in and out of the locker room to pee.
And to look. And see if there's any lads with their...
Definitely, I agree with John's assessment of 80%.
Yeah, lipsticks.
But,
little tubes.
lipsticks. But in the sauna, there were like 6 of them sitting there, and they're all sweaty, and like their shorts are so tight because it's Ireland.
Like 24.
24. Like football players or whatever.
You were
Irish,
texting
whatever.
me. I was like trying to take a little baby nap.
I was fucking dying
because I was hungover.
And then I heard "good lad" when I like said, "You can take my spot. I'm gonna head out." You know, I did all my bro thing. Good lad.
What's up?
My bro thing with my painted nails and feet. And so then I get out. I got a good lad. But then that guy, the one guy who was like staring at me, and I was like, he's a little. I'm like, oh no, is he hostile? Like, does he hate me? Is he gonna hate crime me? Which I would accept. Right. When we were in the bathroom, I saw him, and I didn't know where to put my towel, and so I was like, "Do you know where to put the towels?" And he's like, "Oh, actually, I don't really know. I come here, but I don't know. I bring my own. Let me ask." And, so nice.
People there.
That's the thing in Ireland is they are so fucking nice.
We could have a slew
like kind,
of friends.
actually kind, not polite nice. Like
no, like
they want you to have fun.
Legitimately,
they like write down advice. They say, "Go here." Oh, I want you to go here. I always go here. Oh, my friend likes this place, and I mean, it's just like nice people. And even when they look a little scary, once you start talking, they talk to you so friendly.
Yeah, like in America, you'd see these people and be like, "Oh, they're a fucking asshole."
Yeah,
in
and
Ireland,
they are sometimes.
And they are.
Yeah,
and in Ireland, they're like, "Oh."
Yeah,
where are you
it's
from?
like all of a sudden it switches. Like they might be staring at you, and you're like, I don't know, and then they're just
they
like,
actually
do.
They're very just like it's an interesting folk. It's an interesting.
They're real
bunch.
though. Like when they're
Very
grumpy,
real. They're grumpy.
They're grumpy. Like that girl who like wasn't rushed at all when we were getting drinks at the George. Like the one night we were out late.
Yeah,
she was just like chewing gum. Like
she'd
point at you slowly, and she's like. But when I thought I cut someone in line, I was like, can I just get 2 ciders, please? Blah blah blah. Bulmers. Oh, that was so good.
Ciders, baby.
So she's like, as she's walking away, I was like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't mean to like cut. Did I cut in front of someone? I didn't think she heard me. Then she came back. She goes, "Here you go," and winks at me. So I knew she was fine with it.
Right.
But she's going so slow, by the way, because she doesn't give a fuck.
So slow
because they don't need tips there.
Right. By the way, that's another thing.
I've had 15 by the ways.
By the way,
I've literally added a by the way. I'm like, by the way,
but it's true. It's
there's
a
just
weird
so much
concept.
to say about Ireland. It's like these people are living life.
People ask me what's the best part, and I honestly was.
They're not
it's
rushed.
The people.
They don't need to worry.
It's the people.
Yeah,
they're just so.
And then the landscape.
And the landscape. So
even
it's beautiful.
Driving, you're like, oh, it's so green, and all these plants, and like God.
People care about their environment.
Oh, they really do. Yeah,
prideful on what they
even all
produce.
of you. Did you see any plastic water bottles there? I didn't. They have box. They use the boxed water everywhere, like in our hotel rooms.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, when you go buy a box,
box of water.
Fuck the plastic. Yeah,
yeah. It's just the things they do there are just. It makes sense.
It's just slightly different, and it's better.
And I just like question. Like, I wish there wasn't a famine, and my grandmother never left, so that
you would be there right now with all the hot lads.
I'd be a lad. I'd be uncut.
But then you think it's normal, and you probably grew up thinking it's hot because all the dicks you thought of were uncut. So you thought those were hot.
I wish
we would be used to it if we. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly,
it's just how you're socialized.
Yeah, it's not bad
because like there's no official like physics rule, like scientific rule that like uncut cots are not attractive.
Right.
But it's like, sorry,
I
grew up thinking that.
But that's how they feel about cut cocks there.
Right. They hate them. They're like, oh God, it's cut.
It's cut. I'm like,
so it's like it's just what you're taught growing up, or what you absorb from your culture. Maybe not directly taught.
And look at our culture. America.
I know. High and tight.
I had a couple things. Daniel, the podcast listener, do you remember us in fucking line?
So we're at Spar. We're getting late night snacks, which by the way, you got that yummy chicken fillet. Chicken fillet. She was like, chicken fillet. And I'm like, what
do I get on there? Like, whatever you want. And I was like, I don't know what it is.
They literally have bars, delis, and all these places for food open everywhere.
Right.
And they have like whole display cases, like a Kroger deli sized amount of like different fried things. I got like a vegan sausage roll. Mm-hmm. So it has like breading, pastries, fake sausage. So good, by the way. I was like, I wish I had 2. Then they have like fried cheese stick. They have everything you want.
I was actually pretty impressed with the food there. Like,
I was sure. I thought it would be terrible.
And it was actually really good.
I went to the same restaurant twice because I was like, okay, this food is amazing. Mm-hmm. Like even the ones that we randomly went into, like that burger.
Right.
We had good food every single place.
Burger.
Yeah, that was insane.
I still think about it.
That was crazy.
Because it was like, oh, it's Irish beef, and I'm like, oh.
And the cheddar the cheese they use
cheese
is like
was
right
Irish.
there.
It was that Irish cheddar.
It was that kashnitire.
Yeah, I can't say it.
Kashnitire or something like that.
Melting
Okay,
your
so
mouth,
anyways,
not your
we're
hand.
at Spar. We're getting our snacks after we've been at the George up till like 2:30. It's so late. We have the
So
20
late. I'm
the
in a
20-year-olds are with
blackout.
us. The fucking
Right.
20-year-olds are with us trying to like come home and get.
Dragging us to Spar because we had to have a chicken fillet.
I was like, okay, let's get the chicken fillet. And we see this guy in line who's like, ooh.
he's very I can't he kept
Standoffish? He kept looking.
and he was kind of like has hands crossed, and he was like that kind of like gay stance that kind of looked like
Like you're trying to get attention, but it's like, what's wrong?
you want me to say something, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say it, bitch. So then he goes,
I'm not the sayer, I'm the sayee.
are you guys, you look familiar, are you on the podcast?
I was freaked out.
And I
I
was
literally
like-
was like, oh, this is fucked up.
I go, oh,
we're
my.
in Dublin.
Right.
We're in a massive
At
city.
2
And we're also in like the
a.m.
busiest district, right by Temple Bar.
Right
At the George, like the craziest gay bar
Right.
in the area.
It was packed that night,
in the city. And it was packed. And we're like, oh, you're a podcast listener.
and then the kids in line with us were like, oh my god, we're like, shut up, like it's
I was
not-
like, shut the fuck
it's
up.
not
Yeah.
real.
Those 20 at that point we were like, we want to get rid of these.
Yeah, we were trying
gotta
to
get
dump
rid of
them for a
And we
while.
did eventually
We
dump
did.
them on the steps. We didn't even let them
we
in
had
the
to
lobby.
help hotel security.
I was like, security. I was like, I'm going to my room. As I go past her, I was like, don't let them in.
yeah, they were following us. It's like I didn't want
I
them to
don't
follow
want them.
us.
But Daniel was mad because apparently Daniel had talked to Bobby on an app.
Correct. No, it was on.
And Bobby had like 50,000 messages and just forgot to respond or something, I think.
There was a message
Like
that
you did have too many messages. No offense.
So I
bitch.
said,
Your vocal cord had a seizure.
"Oh, Zembec." Daniel was mad because before I went, I was on
before
X.
you went.
It was on X.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was on an app.
On X, I wrote, "Hey, we're gonna be in Ireland. Like any hot guys there? Blah blah blah." Well, okay. So, Daniel wrote us, and he was like, "Sent me his asshole. I think like maybe his dick. Whatever."
That's an instant no for you, as we've learned
And I'm like,
discussed.
"Oh yeah, that's a fucking thing." And
Yeah,
I'm,
it's and me.
I'm about to put it on my profile.
I think if I get a straight up whole pick and that's the first pick and I didn't ask for it,
If you have a whole, I'm sorry, and we got
I know.
like a little like we were trying to figure out
which landed on agreement.
It
Because
did. It ended on
full
agreement.
agreement. But I was like trying to figure
It
out
was
why.
confusing.
I was trying to figure out why.
We were trying to figure out why. Well, you were triggering. I was like, I just don't want somebody's asshole right there.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, what's the difference in that and a dick? And I'm like, well,
Like a dirty dick pit. Yeah. Or
And
something.
I'm just like, I don't. So anyway,
it weird?
I don't know. It's weird, but
But
I
it's
just
like-
feel like if you're gonna spread
it's a no.
it's the spreading too. Your ass picture.
It's
okay.
the discoloration of the
It's-
line between
We
them.
are pulling our asshole so wide to where I'm like, this is like
Or fully
horrifying.
like bent down over the.
It's just like I don't want to see inside of your asshole. I don't want to see your asshole, but I definitely don't want to see inside.
No.
When I'm fucking a hole, I'm not looking inside. I'm just pretending.
I know. I'm just pretending I'm fucking like
Right,
a
like,
pocket
it's like,
pussy
yeah,
or a
it's like
pillow.
not real. Until
Sometimes you have to so
Yeah.
you don't come too quick.
sometimes you have to think of grandma.
Sometimes dead puppies help.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like
I don't
drowning
ever,
puppies.
I don't ever come.
Yeah.
Kumquat.
I don't ever kumquat.
So
yeah, Daniel, was upset, but Daniel was nice to me, bitch. So,
Well, because I said you were probably fuck I was like, I was
girl,
like,
if you pimp me out
I did
one
pimp-
more fucking time,
Well, he goes, well, you guys want to fuck? And I'm like, oh, well, he probably would. I don't think I'm shy. I said, and then he's like, well,
which is accurate.
It is accurate. And I was like, trying to,
but you're not on the app, so
no, no, no,
I'm like, not on this trip. You weren't.
no. I was being a slut.
You were
and
being
you
a
were yelling at
full
me
slut.
at St. Patrick's. You're like, you're the sinner. You're the one that's on an app with naked men. And I'm like, there's a video of you saying that. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, so like we already been to the pub. Like it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
We had already been.
like we're already fucking reeling, ready to go. And we're walking through this fucking church. Remember the lady that laughed at us?
She
'Cause
was like, "We're all going." So
I said, "Oh my god, we're all." I said,
We're going to hell.
We're going to hell." And she goes, she looks back like an Irish, like it's like my fucking grandmother. Looks back and goes, "I think there'll be more people down there than you think," or something like that.
it's so
And I was
Irish.
like, "We gotta go fucking light a candle." And then she was like, "Ah." I'm like, "Oh my god." So anyway, it was just like,
we didn't even pay to donate for the fucking candles.
No.
I was like, well, we paid an entrance fee,
also, yeah, I'm
like
not
15
paying,
euros or something. It's
I'm not
like
paying
if
for
I
the
pay to
Lord.
walk in, like
I'm not paying for the Lord.
I'm not paying for the candle that costs you 10 cents max. Like
I'm
no.
not paying for the Lord.
I'm not paying for the Lord.
If you can't provide candles, then I want my fee back from the
My feedback. You want your feedback or your feedback? Well, then after we went to St. Patrick's, we were like, let's go up these stairs to this other cool library. And then we were like, there's an entrance fee.
Nope.
Back down the stairs.
We don't need to see another library.
Exactly. That's what we've ultimately decided. It's like, we already saw the Book of Kells.
That was like awesome. That library was cool.
Oh, yeah. That was
like,
really, that's really cool.
It was like Harry Pottery.
Harry Pottery.
It was very Harry Pottery.
Pottery
very
bar.
J.K. Rowling.
Harry Pottery bar.
We love her.
No, like actually I was thinking about this because I was one of those kids who like waited in line to get the new books when they came out of Harry Potter. Like I was obsessed. But like I reread them probably 2 or 3 times. Like after they all came out, I reread the whole series probably twice only. I don't think 3 times is like thinking about it, like no.
Yeah, I can't.
But I read through them. I loved them. I thought they were so cool. As soon as I found out, like I have not reread them since.
It's weird.
So years and years ago, where it's just like I was like, oh, this is fucked up. I didn't buy the game for PlayStation, even though like 10 years ago I would have. Like J.K. Rowling has ruined that
bizarre
completely for me.
Why are you so
I will
angry?
never read it.
Why are you so angry, girl? Like, why are you so mad that
Obsessed?
It's like obsessive.
It's obsessive.
Obsessive.
Donating money
like,
to anti-trans groups
making
for what
comment,
reason?
Like it's so awkward.
Yeah, like
to me.
her tech. It's just like pure hatred.
Like, why are you so
in
angry?
these apps? Just text. Yeah, it's like
crazy.
Tweeting.
It's fucking nuts.
I don't really know the phrase.
Tweeting, twatting.
Tweeting and twatting.
Let me see if I have anything else.
I have multiple.
Okay. Let's keep moving. We're going to give you a little bit of meat this episode since we've been...
It's a lot of meat.
Oh, I have a good one.
Oh,
I'll wait. You go one, and then I have one, and then I have a sundry.
Okay. Being dad's best friend, being cool but clearly old, talking to ND kids. Remember in Galway?
Oh, my fucking God. When you paid for their... You were like,
I
here's
paid for their
10
taxi
euros.
home.
Go ahead and take it over
I was like, how much would it be?
It was very... So, Galway, we're there. There's some... Notre Dame students. I think they were like a little older, but they were still.
They probably
students.
were. I don't know. I think they were sophomore. I think they were sophomore, juniors.
I thought the one was already. Yeah, maybe I don't know.
They weren't that. They weren't.
They were
seniors,
like 20, 21.
Because there's a program there. I remember. Like I could have gone abroad there.
Oh, I would have done it.
I know, but I was an idiot at the time, and not even out to my fucking family,
Right.
so I was a mess.
Right.
It was a fucking mess. So like, I didn't even. I was like, I don't need to go abroad. Blah 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 blah. What the fuck? I could have lived abroad for like a semester.
God.
I'm an idiot.
No, it's just it happened.
No, I know.
So we see these guys in Notre Dame shit, and you freak out and go.
No, I didn't. I was just like,
Well, not freak out. You're like,
I was getting a drink. I was like, are you guys from Notre Dame?
Yep. So they talked for a little bit. I'm sitting over there like, oh fuck, and then they all got along. So then later we're outside. We're getting. First of all, we did a spice bag.
We did
got
the wrong
spice bag.
Spice bag.
We were waiting in line, and they were out there waiting. They were getting pizza, laughing, talking. They were like, oh.
I did eat a slice of Domino's
It was Papa John's.
or Papa John's. It was so good.
But I will say the best part was then Jim's like, I know what it's like to be young. Because they were going to walk back, but it was
they
a
were
long
they were
walk.
literally 2 versus 2 arguing about walking back or cabbing back, and I'm like, how much is the cab? They're like, maybe €10. I was like, okay.
Here you go, lad.
And in that moment, I felt so old, and I liked it though. It was fine. I was just like,
it was sweet though.
remember the time when you wanted to save 10 fucking euros and you have 4 people, so
Right.
like €2.50 a person. You can't afford $3. Like if you're arguing about $3 versus a 25-30-minute walk, like what the fuck?
Right. And we were like, let's make this. You were
So
like,
I
let's
was
make
just
this
like,
easy for you here.
Yeah, like
They're like,
this-
are you sure? It was like they won the lottery.
But then I'm like, I think of how far away I am from that argument and thought.
Well, right.
And it's like crazy. To
I can
me.
help out.
That's what it's like.
Don't even
we're
want
old.
this cash. I like cards.
I know.
only,
It's like
so-
I'm trying to use my cards only. Like here's €10.
I mean, it was very nice, and like that's something.
But it reminds me of like being like my dad's age when I was a kid and being like dad's. What's that? Oh yeah.
You can just, yeah.
You know what? Well, you didn't. I don't know how your relationship with your dad was, but like my dad still had male friends.
Yes,
Occasionally,
they
he
would give me
come
money
over.
and shit. They give me 20
Yeah,
bucks
they would
and
just
be
be
like-
like joking with
Yeah.
you, and then they'd be like, "Here you go," or like,
Here's
"Do
20
this."
bucks. Go do.
And it's like, oh, okay.
no, yeah, that's how it was to me. It was very
Do you
like.
want the other seltzer? Or do you want the
I'm just
Modelo?
I'm gonna sip on this.
Yeah, I have to do that too, and I'm worried about it. But yeah,
Too much vodka for you.
too much vodka. Okay, I have a couple other things. I said rain showers, fuck them.
Okay.
And I feel like I've talked about this before, but like, great in concept. Rain showers are great. Okay. Rain showers are great for recreational showers. For pragmatic showers where I'm trying to like shave my head, soap my body up a certain way quickly, do this or that. You can't fucking do a rain shower. Well, it's also the angle. You have to, unless you want to be blind and you can't see anything, you have to stand like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're like trying to get, it's like, and then you go back and it's like, oh my fucking God. I want an angle so I can literally adjust my body in the angle and decide where to go. Yeah. When you're in a rain shower, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
So
and
you realize you
also
hate
the pressure is usually not that
as
great.
good. It's just a
so
grip.
then I like trying to like, clean off the razor or like the washcloth and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like you can't.
But at a spa, I love them. Like when I'm just like trying to stand there and relax, I'm like, they had a storm shower at the hotel spa. A storm shower. So there's only 2 in Ireland.
Oh my God.
You close the door and it's
lightning and,
completely dark. Except on the wall there's little lights. And you can pick like tropical rainstorm. And then you have, lightning with lights changing.
And
you hear the sound of birds or rain. You hear the thunder. And then the water pressure changes. And also there's a breeze. There's like a fan. And the water temperature will go like suddenly a little cooler. So it was like really storming and the water was like hitting hard, like warm. And then as it cooled down, it like came down colder and yes.
That's actually really fucking cool.
I kept doing it over and over.
I would have just sat there
over again. But yeah, rain showers, fuck them in general. Okay.
I think if you're going to have a rain shower, you need a little hose thing that you can then
This was a phrase you said. It's like a light-skinned aboriginal. I don't even know what that was about.
It was about there's certain Irish folk. There's like the Nordic,
and then there's the big head, we call him.
Big head Aboriginal, like chromatic. What is it called? What's the like Homo sapien? What's the other one?
Neanderthal.
Yeah, it's like a different head. It's like a bigger head.
The prognathic
but
brow.
Very like
yes, yep, the thick brow. Big head, thick brow.
Yeah.
There's different types. I feel like the Vikings only got so far down, and then the other people down here stayed big head.
Big
All right,
Irish, we love them.
A psychic in Dublin knew I was.
I forgot to tell you, I logged on a TikTok and she was on live, and I clicked on. She goes, "Oh my God, it's Not Well podcast." I was like,
I loved her.
She was great.
That's why I said a psychic in Dublin knew I was a big dog person and said all the dogs want to be around me and like me.
Without any.
I just sat down and that was that was the third thing she said. I'm like, beyond.
There was no dog reference. There was
like
no
I said
dog
earlier. I was like,
pictures,
why do I
no
remember dog names over people names? And then she said
It's
that.
not like you had a dog shirt on.
I had written that down, by the way,
way before
we went to the psychic.
Maybe she
I
read
had
it.
recently thought about it. Yeah,
I
recently thought about it, and I'm like, I just love dogs so much more than people.
She hacked your phone, and then she was able to guess. She's like, "You like dogs. You don't remember You remember the names, but not humans."
I'm like,
she was really cool. I really liked Do you remember that? AIM
is a
They would
thing.
say M all the time.
Everyone in our
instead of
AIM.
they'll be like
AIM.
So
AIM.
You go down there and then you're AIM. AIM. It's
AIM.
cute.
Okay. Suitcases on the ceiling.
Yep, that's a thing.
Yeah, they're obsessed with that. That's the thing about Ireland. Suitcases on the ceiling.
I think it's because they didn't have a lot of room in their houses. So
Agree.
Like, they literally
they live in little hovels.
Yeah, so they were like,
fucking like thatch roof, mud hut. Like
we got to put the suitcases somewhere so it's going above the kitchen.
Right.
Sorry.
Also, it's a big bulge culture. Like I said earlier, sweats and track pants are huge, and they clearly aren't wearing underwear.
Yeah, like it's
everywhere we looked on every street. It's just swanging.
It's men. It's
men. It's
people
lads. It's good lads
laughing, having
fun.
Time.
Like they're not even showing off. They just think it's fun to have a big
after
bulge.
work on a Monday.
Right. It was like weekdays.
We're like,
they're not showing off. They literally
don't
live
give
like that.
a fuck.
It's like girls not wearing a bra, but boys wearing tight pants and not wearing underwear.
Right.
Okay. Seeing all the Three Musketeers makes me want to say matey instead of mate. Because
there was a look.
There's a fucking look of Finn. The little, I call it the Three Musketeer with the little triangle right here.
Yep.
Just looks a little.
You look a little
mousy, ratty.
Little rat boy summer, but like
a little ratty. Little Timothée Chalamet.
A little. Yeah.
Where it's like yuck. But I don't know. It's like not bad, but it's like why?
You were getting sick of the Musketeers.
I couldn't do it. So I finally named it the Three Musketeer look.
And it was appropriate.
Because there also is a lot of piercings. There's a lot of earrings. There's a lot of
smoking and
piercings. So they really look like Musketeers. They look like pirates.
They're kind of like pirates.
Yeah, I would say the Irish are pirates.
And they like to smoke.
They love to smoke.
They love their
They love a
smoking.
fag. Which I did confirm they still call them fags.
So we were like, we want to have a fag with a fag. But we never had a fag.
Oh, I love the Irish.
I do too. Let's just be honest. I have something in here that actually
I just want to be amongst nice people.
I know. That's why I'm ready to go.
Okay, what do you have?
So I have something funny that I wrote down, and I don't know how to explain it right. Do Asians learning American English sound different than Brit English, the cadence? So here's an example, and this is going to sound really, really like probably inappropriate, but I'm just going to say. So here they'll be like, "Do you like?" Okay, but in Britain or wherever, they might be like, "Do you like?"
I think so.
So then I'm thinking, does the dialect, like, does the tone change for them, or is it just learning English going to come out the same because of their original? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I do think it depends on what they're around and what they hear every day in, day out. Yeah. Like the accent does matter for how you learn another language.
That's true because
if I learn Arabic through Sabrine, it sounds different to someone from Saudi Arabia.
Right.
So like the Arabic, even if I learn the Arabic, I'm going to pick up the accent I hear the most.
True.
And get taught. So yeah, I bet. I'm sure.
It's kind of wild. Like,
isn't that weird?
It's weird because I was thinking about that. I was like, God.
Well, yeah, because actually when I was in Spain, there were like Filipinos who had a British accent of English.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you're Filipino, you're living in Spain. Like,
I had an Indian.
So how are we having
Spain.
a British accent? Because that's how they learned English from a British person, probably. Or people who live there, expats. It's weird.
I love the expat term.
Well, there's a ton of British.
I'm ready
in
to be
Spain.
an ex.
You're going to be an expat.
Yeah,
I feel.
an expat. Like I'm gonna.
And I'm ready to permanently visit.
Yeah, like literally, I want to.
Oops.
And I honestly, with everything that was happening at Newark Airport, I wish my flight would have got fucking canceled.
Me too. I was wondering, like, why didn't we get canceled flights? I was like, why didn't we get?
God.
I didn't have Wi-Fi on the flight back, by the way.
Oh.
Like Air Canada, get the fuck together.
I had the best
fuck
flight
together.
back. I mean, I was.
I know.
I had my fear was unlocked. I now can get on an airplane and
pee.
walk around and pee. So
it's good.
Once you're in first class, able to walk around with your socks on,
because you have room and you don't have to worry. Yeah, like there's only 10 people getting up instead of 50,000.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't scared of the door. I could open either one. I had both kinds of doors, so we're good.
I said I like when guys get thicker / chubbier and their fatter asses start to push forward their junk and you can see it easier in pants. And
wow, that's a very...
Have you ever realized that?
Yes, I know what you're
because
talking
there's always a bulge, a certain bulge. Yeah, because the pants are tight. So like from the fat ass, so then the fabric gets pulled. The fabric is in the front.
Ass.
The fabric in the front's getting pulled back, so you can always see the bulge better in like a bigger, chubbier, thicker guy.
It's true.
I love that, especially when they're wearing shorts and you're like.
I love a lad that's gained weight, just a little though, but like it's enough to be like.
But you're like, you gained a little weight.
You've
been eating, honey.
Honey, you've been eating. I like
especially when it's like at first it was a freshman 15, but then like 2 years after college, it's like you gained weight.
There's a difference between baby fat and also like gaining a little bit of like man fat. Does that make sense? Like there's a difference.
Here's something that I'm done with. This could be a sundry, but it's not because there's other things for sundries.
Oh, fuck.
The Kentucky Derby has to stop.
Yeah.
We're done. Horse racing is unethical. Like the things that they do to the horses, and then if they trip and break their ankle or something, they just kill them. And all these things, it's like,
also, we're parading around all this
the
money.
The outfits.
Ugly as fuck.
Ugly as fuck. Like, just stop. It's not cute. It's like, oh, this is white culture.
It's a 60-second race.
It's a 60-second race, and they spend millions on these fucking horses.
Millions.
The whole concept of it is stupid. Like, why are we doing this to these animals?
Well,
we shouldn't.
We're also concerned about like morals and ethics and all this stuff, but like we do so much shit in this country that
I know.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
It's really bad.
Because when you go somewhere else, you realize how shitty it is here.
Every little decision.
Every little fucking thing here, you're like, wow, that's money driven. Everything's money driven here. It doesn't matter. You are fucking replaceable here.
And this is an add-on, but the Met Gala bullshit has to stop as well. I'm done with it. I don't understand. I've been done with it. Why the fuck are they wearing we don't care. I don't care.
I was there, and I actually was wishing that we were there one more night because it was on Monday, and we left on Monday. So they were all at Charlie's concert on Sunday.
I'm sure, but yeah,
it's
like
interesting.
One person at a time going up the stairs with some dumb fucking outfit. It's like, God, this is just so disgusting to me.
Yeah, like
all these people, they're all doing it, and there's all these photographers, and people are obsessed, and that's all they talk about for 2 days. It's a total distraction from what's really going on in the world.
Some years, I don't know. I agree with that in a way.
For sundries.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we wrote a limerick because we went to Limerick, Ireland.
I like
read
that.
The limerick?
That can be a good yes.
Well, this is not the sundry.
Okay, read it.
Bobby Bill is sitting in the car. Little did he know he would not get far, for he will step on his drink and it will splash on him like a sink. Someone take him to the bar.
Yes, that's
Thank
so
you.
good. He did step on a water bottle and it exploded
Exploded
as we got to the hotel, I think.
No, Limerick. We were literally in Limerick.
Yeah.
And I got out of the car.
Out of Limerick.
Where I had a ham sandwich like my mom would make. They're like
In a mall.
In a mall.
In
That
a
was so
mall
weird.
food court.
And I was like,
I had a fucking tuna salad wrap. Like,
it was
what?
so weird. It was like,
Why?
I don't know. It was just bizarre.
I was like, protein. It's like,
I will say the Asian's really good there.
oh,
Yeah.
Stop. Okay.
My sundry. This is fucking crazy. Okay. When you were a kid in elementary school and they'd be like, oh, we're going to have a presentation. You go to the presentation.
Uh-huh.
They then tell you that you're going to be selling cookies or you have the little catalog that you're going to go walk around and sell. And you sell
magazines for me.
Yeah, so you sell, and so my sundry is why did we do fundraisers as kids selling meats and stuff, using us for free labor?
Literally.
I was thinking of this the other day, and I was like, this
It's a good sundry.
is fucking unhinged. Like,
I used to sell pills. What's that brand? Pepperidge Farm.
Yep.
Like
yep.
summer sausage logs.
Market Days is one of them, too.
I'm like, buy this box. It's $20, and it helps me get a little hedgehog toy.
Right.
Like the prizes were like the dumbest little like stuffed animal.
Right, and
It's
it
like,
was cheap shit from China that they were giving
Yes.
us. My question is why?
why did we do that 3-4 times a year is the question. We did magazine sales at one time, Christmas at
We are
another.
selling
I think
for-
we had I think we had Thanksgiving and a Christmas sale.
How does that
We were
work?
just raising money
How
left
does
and
that
right. And I'm
work?
like, where's the money going?
Because it's an
They're like,
outside
it's-
company coming in, though. That's what I don't understand. So
Well,
it's like,
the school gets a cut. They
Sure.
partner with a company that says we'll give you 75% of the
whatever. Yeah.
whatever revenue you raise, and we'll keep the rest. And I was selling it. My grandpa
like a
would just buy
free-
$100 worth of magazine subscriptions because he felt bad.
and
But
if you
it's
get
like,
to tier 5, you get to go in the money machine and go grab dollar bills. It's like, what the fuck are we doing
Right.
here to a third grader, making them go door to door? Which I don't know if I don't think they do it anymore.
no, they don't.
But
I
I'm
think they've
thinking-
realized it's too dangerous in America.
Dangerous
'cause
and
it's America.
You're literally using kids for labor.
Right? It's like, go sell these chocolates.
one thing to be
Remember
like-
chocolate boxes? You'd open and be, you can have a peanut butter or a caramel. I literally would have to go around with boxes of chocolate.
Yep.
Like one box is this much too. It's like,
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
I still get asked about Boy Scouts selling popcorn. I'm like, I can get better microwave popcorn.
Yeah, like, hi.
I can buy Orville Redenbacher where you get to put that syrup on it and just fucking stir it up.
Oh, and it's like
It's
greasy. on
so
your-
greasy. It's so fake, but it's so fucking good.
So greasy on your hands.
So-
Why does this seem like a light. Okay. I was like freaked out for a second. So,
I'm going to read my sundry because it's pretty ridiculous, but I think it's good.
okay.
And you're going to probably die because you're the one who's pointed this out before.
Oh,
But,
fuck.
but this is like a new bonus to it. As someone who has a compulsory singing autism stimming habit, the open windows with the nice weather is a real issue.
Okay.
Because I'm at home singing randomly. You know how you said whenever I'm alone, I just start singing?
You do. You sing. You're like,
So I think it's like
I'm in the toilet. And I'm like,
or I'm singing to Penny nonstop, like all day. I'm like,
you do love.
you're my beautiful daughter.
We actually were talking about we could make a musical. We were walking around Ireland like,
Yes.
look at the little lads. They're running around in their shorts. And it was like, we were making songs.
We were
showtimes.
doing that. So yeah, so I do that. But then like now we've had the windows open some days, and then like there's literally someone outside just like looking in, and I'm
You
like,
have no
I'm like,
idea.
wait, what did I even sing about?
Right.
Because like you can really hear on our
Oh,
sidewalk. It's
you
like
were-
about level.
You're like, I love
Yeah,
punk.
and I am just singing. So, yeah, sometimes I sing about
Probably.
dick. Sometimes I sing about
Pussies.
getting my ass eaten.
Come and eat my ass.
Right.
It's always a good like da 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 da. That's always your like melody. It's like
Yeah, or a church song.
someone. Yeah, it sounds like a Catholic church song, but you're like,
Taste and see, taste and see. Like I just make shit
it's
up.
so bad.
It's bad.
It's so funny though. And now people hear you, and,
and
you
then
don't
now
realize
I'm like,
it.
oh, I really
You know what I
gotta.
thought
So now
of?
we have the air on because I was like, shut the windows.
So this right here,
This right here.
the
when we were
windows
talking about
open, and, like,
Mary.
there's a crack. Oh yeah, they can hear us outside.
I love it.
screaming in here.
They're probably like,
They're like, oh, they're fucking recording, and we're like,
here we go again. Yes.
there's another thing I need to say.
Okay.
So in New York, I saw O'Mary
Oh yeah.
with Cole Scola. Thank fucking God. 'cause
Thank
he's now
God
he's
you
going
finally
away
saw
again.
that. I can't believe I saw it in late October.
No, like this
like,
shit was absolutely unhinged. And again, it reminds me of us when we go into our little tangents when we're like out of the bar all night and we're like,
We just gotta write it.
What if we? This is the show.
Yeah.
The show is so fucking unhinged.
It's insane.
crazy, and
It
he's
was
so good.
He's so good.
They're
They
all
are
good.
so
The whole
good.
cast, yeah. Oh yeah, they are. Sorry, I have really hard time with that. by
I
the
know.
way.
I know.
I really do. Like, I can't.
I know.
And it's not because I don't want to. It's because
I
it's
do
like
too.
my brain.
No, I think we all do. I don't know how some people,
Some people do it without even thinking. I'm like,
I know. I'm like, oh my God.
So I just try to say their name without, like, so if I'm like, oh, Cole liked to do this. Because
it's like a whole new thing to pay attention to is why it's hard to learn.
It's hard. It's
because
very
like
hard.
when you learn these things as a kid, you're like, you want to learn their name and you want to learn, where they live, what these little
it's kind of like
facts,
driving
these
on the
little
left side of the road.
Yeah, it's like what they like.
Your
and then you're
brain
like, I have to
automatically
learn
does
this.
things. So you're like, so anyway, yeah. But it was a fucking amazing show. Amazing. And then I saw Charlie XCX. So, and that was amazing. And I rode the subway at 2:30 a.m.
Choices.
But we made it here.
Choices, yeah.
I walked so much.
I know.
It's crazy.
Disgusting.
Okay, so anyway, hopefully you enjoyed our comeback tour. We're going to try to be more consistent.
Yes.
No guarantees because I get like weird lazy now.
Same.
I'm like, do we want to record this week? I do. It's just I don't want to edit.
Right. That's the thing. You have other hobbies now.
I'm a painter.
Faces.
And it's a hidden.
Coming soon.
It's a hidden.
Faces by Bobby Griffith.
It's a hidden talent. Or by that I mean it's a hidden. I'm not really saying it's me who's painting these.
Wow.
So now that the secret's out, secrets the fuck
now
out.
It sounds crazy.
Okay. Well, now I sound like a crazy person. I'm like I'm gonna get.
Maybe I'm not the one. It's like
I put little prints all over Short North yesterday, so I don't really fucking care.
That's hilarious. Okay, and bye. Give us a call. 614-721-5336.
Bye.
614-721-5336.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye. I don't even know what to say. I'm sweating.